Hey, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, brakathum to you, hopefully elect. This is just a real quick, man. Because basically, I think I'm going to title this somewhere along the lines of how we need to be on point. And we need to be on point and we need to be fervent for Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. You know, because for one, like there's a saying, if it's not one thing, it's another, right? Because it just seems like mostly for our people, it just seems like, we can't catch a break, Again, if it's not one thing, it's another. Well, you see, the Lord purposely has it set up that way because, for one, we're in captivity. So with that being said, we can't get comfortable in captivity. All right. I put it like this, because again, the Lord keeps us in, that is, he keeps us in a constant state of mind to where he's constantly reminding us that this is not our rest. All right. And again, being that we're in captivity, we can't get comfortable nor complacent here. And it's like, I'll just use this as an example. If, let's just say, Esau really gave our people reparations, right? He gave us land, right? And gave us all these other things. Well, Jake, they would establish themselves in this place. They wouldn't feel the need to, basically be kingdom-minded. Because, again, this is why the Lord has us in this position, to keep us in the, because basically, again, we need to be kingdom-minded. All right, because, again, this is not our rest, And if we had it like that, if everything was all good, then pretty much we wouldn't need salvation. Because, like I said, the Lord keeps us in a mind to where, we seek salvation, man. You see? And again, with that being said, this is why, before I get that, let me get this, because this is what really motivated me to do this. 2 Corinthians chapter 12. 2 Corinthians chapter 12. Second Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 7. It says, unless I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan, to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. You see, so, matter of fact, I'm going to read verse 8. It says, for this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it may depart from me. All right. Because no matter how bad our people, no matter how bad they want to win the lotto, all right, or no matter how bad they want to get certain things, ultimately the Lord knows what's best. All right. And again, for the most part, if we got these things, then for the most part, we could lose focus on the mission. You see, the Lord keeps us on a fine line. It might be in the same chapter or not. But the Apostle Paul, he also said that I know how to abound with much and to be abased. Roughly paraphrasing it. Because there was times where Apostle Paul, he had more than what he needed, and there was times when Apostle Paul, he had, he was basically broke, dead broke, so to say. You see, and again, because we're dealing with a power that he deals with balance. So the Lord keeps us in that he keeps us on that fine line. All right. Sometimes we may get a little more than what we are used to having. And sometimes, we're in need of whatever the case may be. But nevertheless, it's all about balance. And again, the Lord has it set up that way strategically to keep us in a position, or keep us in a mind frame to constantly remind us that this is not our rest. All right. He gives us enough just to where we can, you know, take care of our daily responsibilities and whatnot. All right. And it's better that way. Because like I said, if let's say we, you know, if we hit the lottery, we can deny it if we want. But if we hit the lottery, hey, you know, hey, you know, we hit the lottery, you're I'll just say, man, you know, you're that that fervency, you know, you won't be as focused if you hit the lottery, you know. And like I said, we could deny it if we want, but you know, let's just be honest, you know, if you hit the lottery, then you know, more than likely, man, you know, it could take you out the truth, you see. And this is why, again, the Lord doesn't give us abundance on this side for the most part. All right. Because again, we need to constantly be reminded that this is not our rest. So the Lord has us in this position, all right, to keep us on point, man, you know, to keep us focused, man, to keep us sharp, to keep us fervent, you know, to keep us on fire. All right. Because we want to get the hell up out of here, man. We're, you know, and that's how that's how it needs to be. All right. We need to be to a point where we're ready to go, and we're ready to go yesterday, man. You know, we're eager to get out of this place. And again, that's how it's supposed to be. You see? So this is why, you know, brothers and sisters deal with certain different infirmities, because a point I wanted to get out of that verse, it talks about that it said, Apostle Paul said, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh. Now, whatever that you know, whatever Apostle Paul was going through, whether it's that actual ailment or whatever the case may be, all right, nevertheless, we all have that thorn in the flesh. We all have that thing, all right, that's pretty much plaguing us to keep us humbled. Because, a matter of fact, I'm gonna read the verse again. It says, unless I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations. Yeah, because you know, the Apostle Paul, the Lord the Lord was dealing with him directly, all right. And with this truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, a lot of Jake makes the mistake of thinking highly of themselves, when in scriptures talk about the more we grow in this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the more humble we're supposed to be. Because it's easy to get proud and puffed up when you have this truth, when you have this, you know, when you have these revelations. This, you know, happens all the time, man. A lot of these guys that come into this truth, they may watch a bunch of different groups, different camps, may think that they know something and put themselves on a pedestal. Well, you see, we need to be humbled. All right. So this is why, again, the Lord keeps us in this position to where, you know, whatever it is, might be financial, might be women, whatever the case may be. All right, the Lord keeps that thorn in our flesh to again constantly remind us that this is not our rest. All right, and again, with that being said, hey, you know, we could be more focused, you know, because a lot of these things, man, believe it or not, could be distractions. Like I said, you win the lottery, hey, you can win the lottery, man, and that could be distraction, and it can end up taking you out the truth. So this is why, you know, like I said, the Lord gives us just enough of what we need, all right, our daily bread, as it tells you in Matthew, the 6th chapter, going into the Our Father's prayer, right? You know, give us this day our daily bread. You know, all we need is meat that is sufficient for us. All we need is that which is sufficient for us to get us by day to day, man. We don't need, you know, we don't need all the extravagant things, not on this side, all right? So, you know, the Lord keeps us in a humble state. He keeps us, you know, he has to humble us, because again, you know, we need to be focused. We need to be sharp, fervent, all right? So going to Romans chapter 12. Romans chapter 12 and verse 11. It says, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. So you see, like I said, a lot of these things that we, you know, a lot of Jake, they ask for. They might want the Isaiah 4:1. You know, they might want the multiple women, the multiple wives. But hey, like I said, a woman that could be a stumbling block. All these things that Jake desires, getting a big house or getting a Hellcat or whatever, a lot of these things, they can be stumbling blocks, and it can deter us from doing this work and serving the Lord, man. You know, and again, with that comes being comfortable and complacent. All right, we're not as really as focused on the salvation as we should be. You know, you see, man. So this is why, you know, like, you know, we pray for certain things and the Lord doesn't give it to us because it's not the time for it. You see, everything that we sacrifice on the side, because it is a sacrifice. All right, this is a sacrifice. Everything that we sacrifice on the side, hey, the Lord told the disciples, everything that you lose on this side, you're going to get it back. All right, 100-fold. So don't worry about it right now, man. All right, focus on the mission, and focus on the goal, man, the end game, which is salvation, which is the kingdom. All right. You see, so this is why, again, the Lord keeps us in a position to where we have to be on point for the Lord. We have to be fervent. We have to be hot. We have to be on fire for Yahawah, because how much closer are we? We're, as it tells you in Romans, I think it's the next chapter, 13:11, right? Being that our salvation is nearer than what we believe. Matter of fact, I'll just go to it. Romans, Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. You see? And again, all these distractions, it could lead you, it could deter you from, it could deter your focus. All right, because again, we're that much more closer now more than ever. And that's why we need to be on fire. We need to be on point now more than ever. All right, because being that we're so close, man, it would be a shame to give it all up, man. It would be a shame to lose your spot, man, to lose salvation over a woman, over money, over a job, whatever the case may be. You see? So knowing that, this is the time, because, hey, the tall tale signs are there. All right. How do we know and why do we believe that this is the time? Because the tall tale signs are there. All right. So this is not the time to be a sluggard, man. It's not the time to be in slumber, sleep, docile, comfortable, complacent. All right. This is not the time to be slothful, man. This is now the time now more than ever to be on point and fervent for Yahawah. You see, I'm going to get this just because, what is that? Judges, I think. Because again, we need to be on point. Here it is. Well, the scriptures say, enduring hardness as a soldier for Yahawashi. Well, if you're paraphrasing, right? You see, because, hey, we're at war right now. We're at a spiritual war. We're spiritually we're at war. All right. And then, a soldier at war, he's focused on the mission. He's focused on the enemy's trying to take him out, You see, when a soldier's on the battlefield, man, he's not focused on, the woman. He's not focused on anything else but, what's in front of him, man. And this is how we got to be. Because, again, we're at war. All right. I'm going to read this in Judges chapter 7. This is why, again, man, we need to be on point. We need to be on point. Judges chapter 7. I'll just start at verse 1. Then Jerubbaal, who is Gideon, and all the people that were with him, rose up early and pitched beside the well of Harod, so that the host of the Midianites were on the north side of them, by the hill of Moreh in the valley. And the Lord said unto Gideon, the people that are with thee, there are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands, lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, mine own hand hath saved me. Now therefore go to proclaim in the ears of the people, saying, whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early from Mount Gilead. And there returned of the people 22,000, and there remained 10,000. So you see, that's another thing, man. All right, this purification process that we're going through, because growing up here in America, this captivity, man, it teaches us to be straight up bitch made, man. It teaches us to be bitches, and this purification process is removing that bitchness out of us, and again, we're being trained up, like I said, to be soldiers for Yahawah. All right, we're being trained up to be men, real men. You see, because the Lord doesn't have time for that scared, weak. He doesn't have time for that feeble mind. He doesn't have time for all that. You see, it says in their return, or verse 4. Because the scriptures tell you, man, the Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear, right? Because Jay gonna make excuses. Why did they don't do videos or go out there on the highways and byways. My job, my boss might see me and I might get fired. You see, the Lord doesn't have time for all that. All right. It says, and the Lord said unto Gideon, the people are yet too many. Bring them down unto the water, and I will try them for thee there. And it shall be that of whom I say unto thee, this shall go with thee. The same shall go with thee, and whomsoever I say unto thee, this shall not go with thee, the same shall not go. So he brought down the people unto the water, and the Lord said unto Gideon, everyone that lappeth of the water with his tongue, as a dog lappeth, him shalt thou set by himself. Likewise, everyone that boweth down upon his knees to drink. Because you see, if you could just picture this, those that are drinking the water, well, let me just read it again. It says, everyone that lappeth of the water with his tongue, as a dog lappeth, right? So basically, if you could picture this, all right, because you can see a lot of this like in the animal kingdom, because hey, that animal kingdom it's a brutal world, it's a brutal place, if you see these videos, man, you might have the gazelle or the zebra or even top predators like tigers and cheetahs, right, come up to the waterbed, to drink some water, but you won't see them in this comfortable state to where I'm just gonna have a sip of water and nothing's gonna happen. No, man, for the most part, when you see these type of when you watch these videos, man, and these animals, man, and they're drinking their water, man, hey, they're on point, because hey, danger is on all sides, man, whether it be an alligator come up from the water or just some top predator, a lion come out of nowhere. You see, at pretty much every little sound or movement, hey, you see, the animals it's ready to dip, you see, and that's how we have to be, on point, all right, circumspect, aware, all right, because again, we are at war right now, man. You see, and this is why, again, we need to be on point. We don't need to be like these people here. When you read on, it says, likewise, everyone that boweth down upon his knees to drink. So you see, all those that bow down their knees to drink, hey, they weren't on point. Just like the animals in the waterbed. Like I said, you don't see a zebra just coming up to the waterbed and just, I'm just gonna have a sip of water. I'm just gonna ignore all this danger. No, man. You see, man, we're supposed to be on point, like those that lap of the water with his tongue like a dog. All right, on point, aware, circumspect, alert. You see, and this is how we ought to be for Yahawah, bahasham, man, on point and fervent, on fire. Because again, the Lord, he's not looking for no, I'll just get it. He ain't looking for no lukewarm nigga, man. In Revelation chapter 3, Revelation chapter 3, verse 15. It says, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. So you see, the Lord doesn't have no time for no bitch made in between, making excuses. I gotta spend time with my woman. All right, the scripture saying be in season and out of season. All right, there's no time to take off, man. And like I said, especially now that being that we are so close, this is the time now more than ever to be on point, fervent, and hot for Yahawashi. Because again, you're either going to be cold or hot. There's no lukewarm. If you're lukewarm, you might as well be. If you're lukewarm, in between and whatnot, right? Today you're just going to be spewed out. All right, the Lord has no purpose for you. You see, so we ought to be on hot, on fire, fervent, on point for Yahawashi, man. You see, I'm gonna get this because again, the Lord keeps us in this position. Going back to what I read in 2 Corinthians 12, right? That thorn in the flesh. You see, the Lord keeps us in this position to where we're just like, man, again, how much long, man? How long we got to deal with this shit? It's just, it's just like I said, if it's not one thing, it's another. And the Lord keeps us in that state of, constantly reminding us, all right, that this is not our rest. The Lord, he's strategically doing that, but it's not for our demise. The Lord's not just some bully, all right, that he's just picking on us. No, for one, the Lord is dealing with us as sons, and a real father, he chastises his son. All right, he puts the rod on him, and this is what the Lord is doing. All right, and that goes into a different things, such as, the Lord is raising us up to be kings and priests, judges. All right, you see, and that goes into a lot, but just sticking to the point here, man. All right, you see, again, we can't be in a lackadaisical, comfortable, complacent attitude, because again, hey, you're gonna end up falling out the truth, man. You're gonna lose focus, So I'm gonna read this in 2 Corinthians 4, in verse 8. It says, "We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed." And that's not what I wanted, but nevertheless, it's good. All right, because again, we're cast down, where we're, persecuted. All right, but not forsaken, right? Because it seems like that, it seems like the Lord's just picking on me, man. It just seems like the Lord, he don't love me, he ain't dealing with me, but it's quite the opposite, right? Because hey, if everything's going all smooth, man, and everything is just all good all the time, then you better be worried, because in this truth, hey, if everything is going all smooth all the time, the Lord's not dealing with you, point blank, period. All right, because again, the Lord is dealing with us as sons. He's chastening us as sons. All right. Now, the chastening doesn't hurt, but nevertheless, it's not for our complete destruction. All right. As it said cast down, but not destroyed. It's not for our complete demise. All right. You see, because again, we have to be in a humble state, man. And then, like I've been saying, it's just that state of mind to where, we need to be constantly reminded that, hey, this is not our rest. Focus on salvation. Focus on the kingdom. All right. You see, man. So yeah, man, hopefully this is edifying. Giving all praises to Yahawah, Yahawashi, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahawah, Yahawashi, Barakatham to you, hopefully elect. Lord's willing, to next time, shalom.